Hey guys, it's me Spotwoot here, and today we're going to be looking at some things that don't really make sense in Minecraft. So these aren't necessarily these are things that aren't consistent with real life. Okay, just a quick disclaimer before we start this video. I personally like most of these changes, most of these things in Minecraft, but and I do not. This is not me criticizing them. I personally want all these things to change, all these things to stay in the game, except for the last one. But I feel like these changes add like a special touch to Minecraft, or they're incredibly important to the game as a whole. So this is not me criticizing these features in any way. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into our first thing. So our first thing is floating blocks. This is incredibly critical to Minecraft. But if you just put something in midair in real life, it does not stick up like this. It falls down. But this without this mechanic, Minecraft would not be. It would be a lot harder. It would honestly just be not as fun of a game. So to get to number 2, let's hop up here. Okay, so number 2 has to do with density in chests. Okay, so let's take a look inside this chest. So inside this chest there are 54 shulker boxes. Inside each shulker box, there's 27 stacks of enchanted golden apples, which each have 8 gold blocks in them. So this means that in this entire chest, this entire chest weighs 14 billion kilograms, or 31 billion pounds. That's billion with a B. Okay, which means that the density of this chest is 7 billion kilograms per meter cubed. To give you some context, a white dwarf star is one of the most dense things in the universe. This thing is 7 times as dense as a white dwarf star. That's insane. In your normal day, you do not encounter things that are 7 times as dense as white dwarf stars. So that's why this doesn't really make any sense. Okay, but I recognize that it's very important to have things like to have storage items like this, and without it, Minecraft would be basically impossible. Okay, let's click this button to get to our next item. So our next item's pretty simple. Number 3. It's basically just if you go up to a stone and punch it in real life, it's not gonna break like that just did. Your hand's gonna break. You're gonna break all the bones in your hand. And yeah, so that's the next one. It's pretty self-explanatory. That one's pretty obvious. The fourth one is an interesting one. So obsidian is very hard to mine in Minecraft. So like it takes a very long time with your hand. It takes a very long time with a diamond pickaxe. So it follows that it's a very hard block. So if you think this, then you might be inclined to think that it's a very hard material in real life. But that's actually false. It's pretty interesting because the most hardness scale is a scale that rates objects' hardness from 1 to 10, and obsidian is only a 5. For context, diamond is a 10. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, obsidian is actually not that hard in real life. Okay, let's go to the next one. So number 5. Let's head into creative. So number 5 is squid spawning in freshwater. So in real life, squid only live in salt water. However, in Minecraft, you can find squid in rivers now. As of 1.13, you can find squid in rivers. So that means that they're squid that are living in freshwater, when in reality, that's not really the case. That doesn't really happen. Okay. So the next one, number 6 is the next one, and it's a bit of a different one as the other ones because it's not really something that's inconsistent with real life. It's just inconsistent within Minecraft. So it's about pumpkins. So for this one, when you grow pumpkin, when you make a pumpkin farm, you have to plant pumpkin seeds, and that grows a pumpkin vine, which eventually grows a pumpkin on that pumpkin vine. You can harvest the pumpkin, and then the vine grows another one, and so on and so forth. However, in the wild, it doesn't work like that, which is kind of interesting. So instead of doing that, a pumpkin just appears. There's no actual vine that it grows on. Um, so that's not even consistent within Minecraft, and also in real life, pumpkins grow on vines. Uh, so that's something that's pretty interesting. I honestly didn't even realize this until very recently. Okay. Going back to over here is another thing I did not realize until recently. Okay, let's spawn a panda, right? Sadly, we're gonna have to kill the panda. It's a very sad thing. And it drops bamboo. I have no idea why. It doesn't make sense. Like, why would it drop bamboo? I mean, it lives with bamboo, it eats bamboo, but like, in theory, it should not drop bamboo. It should drop like panda meat, I guess, which would be pretty unappealing. So what they could do instead is just do it the same way they do polar bears, where they just don't drop anything. So yeah, I don't really know why they did that. Why that's a thing, but yeah, that's number 7. Okay. Number eight's a fun one. Okay, so let's spawn a couple cows in here. Okay, here we go. So number 8 is why are baby animals, why are their heads so large? Like, look at this head. Its head is about the same size as the rest of its body. Its head is about the same size. It's close to the same size as a full-grown adult. While its body's nowhere near that. Well, why is that the case? I really don't understand that. But yeah, and that's not what happens in real life. Calves' heads are usually like proportionally accurate. And then but we can see that that's not really the case with the new mobs, cuz um look, this baby turtle, its head is completely normal. So that's something that's pretty interesting. Uh so the newer mobs don't have that problem. So maybe it's just something that they fixed, or I don't really know. Okay. So going on to our next one, we have the this is a very nitpicky one, but it's between gold pressure plates and iron pressure plates. So I I don't so here's the nitpick. Gold pressure plates are called light-weighted pressure plates, and iron pressure plates are called heavy-weighted pressure plates. Which in theory should not be the case, because in real life, gold is heavier than iron, so they should really just switch up the names. I don't know why this would happen. I don't know what's the difference between the two, because I think they're both the same. But feel free to correct me in the comments. But yeah, it's kind of weird, because the gold is light. The gold in real life, gold is heavier than iron in real life, but it's called light versus iron's called heavy. Okay, and for our last thing, it's something that most Minecrafters don't really like. So a feature that most Minecrafters, including myself, don't really like. It is the combat mechanics. It's not consistent with real life, because a swipe, waiting more time to make a swipe, make an attack with a sword, doesn't increase its power at all. Also, this is the one item on this list that I feel like should be changed, and many people are calling it for it to be changed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment and like and subscribe. And yeah, peace out.